Hey, sorry about last week, guys. Yeah, I got kind of lazy and just, you know, getting ready for Christmas and all that bullshit. So now we're done. But, yeah, we haven't gotten together to play any games yet. We'll see about getting that done next week. So the episode next week will probably just be more of me bullshitting solo. But yeah, I've got some fun stuff, though. I just read earlier, I don't know the exact date, but Captain Marvel's coming out in March. I'm so excited. And there was an article last week, I believe, that Kevin Feige, or Feige, I forget how to pronounce his name now. He has mentioned in interviews or conversations overheard by people, I guess, possibly, that Disney Plus, which is going to be their, the Disney streaming service, that, damn it, it should be becoming a thing this coming year. This coming year being 2019. And I forgot where I was on my phone. Anyway. So, Disney Plus is a considerable consideration for the Marvel Studios projects going forward. Let's see. I'm trying to find the release date for that. Anyway, so yeah, according to, I'll do that later. Alright, yeah, I don't know when it's supposed to be released. I'll deal with that later. Yeah. So, Kevin Feige said the platform is going to be a space where the studio can actually show more of the thousands of characters from Marvel Comics. One thing they have announced is the Vision and Scarlet Witch series, which will be available, I believe, exclusively through Disney Plus. So, yeah. Shit. With all these different streaming services, it's starting to become less cost effective. Because for a while, I did the math, and getting Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go, Stars, or Showtime Go, or whatever, and I want to say like one or two others, it would have been about $60 a month, which was less than half the average cable bill from what I had read. But now, there's so many other apps and streaming services and shit. And yeah, it might be may cost just about the same now to get whichever streaming services you want versus cable television as a whole. So, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, and a Shang-Chi film, The Master of Kung Fu, has been announced. I don't think it's necessarily in development yet, but that is a movie that will be coming out in the next couple of years, I'm sure. Which is, I'm pretty sure, part of the big role that diversity is going to be playing in the MCU, according to Kevin Feige again. So, yeah. I can't wait. I'm so excited for Captain Marvel. You have no idea. That movie looks so fucking good. And some less than great news. So with Netflix, or Marvel, whoever is canceling these Netflix series, those characters cannot appear on anything outside of Netflix until 2020. So, it seems as though we're not going to be getting any more. I mean, we're obviously not getting any new seasons of the the series that they've released thus far. It's unlikely we'll get any new series coming out through them. And after, starting in 2020, who knows? Perhaps the Netflix shows will be transferred over to Disney Plus. Perhaps Disney Plus will have a mature section wherein they will be releasing new shows. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. And let's see. Glass. I forget when that's coming out. But there are people who are thinking that's going to be making around $70 million its opening weekend. I was reading CBR, or Comic Book Review, I think, and they cited Variety in their article as saying, as projecting $70 to $75 million opening weekend. But a more conservative estimate there would be $50 million. So, what the hell, I'll split the difference and say $68 million. That's what I'll call. Again, it's just a guess. I'm not basing that on any information. So, we'll see. They released a new set photo from Shazam of Dr. Sivana, who is played by Mark Strong. So I'm guessing that we won't be getting a Sinestro film ever, or seeing... fuck, I want a really good live-action Green Lantern movie. And I never hated the one that they did. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was fun to watch. And, everyone bitches, Reynolds, yeah, he wasn't the problem with that film. He was he portrayed the character of Hal Jordan very well. The problem with that film was just atrocious fucking writing. Honestly, just kept flying back and forth between Earth and Oa for no goddamn reason. Hey Guardians, I need help. You're not gonna give me help? Fine, I'll go do it myself. That was like 10 minutes. Anyway. I can't remember if I talked about this on a previous episode, but Plastic Man film being developed. That could be fun. The actor who portrays Beast Boy in the Titans series on the DC Universe stream... DC Universe, that's what it's called. In an article, he was talking about a new special transformation in the season finale. He's quoted as saying, something aquatic. Anything more specific would have given away some key details there, so... Yeah, he just said something aquatic. I need to get in on that. Oh, God, fuck. What the shit? Ugh. Alright. What? Ugh. Fuck. Sorry, I don't know if you are hearing this, but I've got shit going on with cables or something, and... Alright, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, I need to get in on that DC Universe. I need to pay down a lot of my fucking credit right now, so... I'm thinking I'll start that next month. We'll see. Black Mirror. They were producing a movie through Netflix, it looks like. I believe it's called Bandersnatch. I think they were using that as kind of just a code word cover-up term, but I think that is the actual title of the movie. There was a leak last week or the week before. That's what I was originally talking about when I wrote these notes. But I read earlier that it was released today. That is Friday, December 28th. So, that should be available now. And it looks like that was their choose-your-own-adventure project that was rumored previously. Okay. And then looks like there was a study released by Creative Artist 8. Wow, fuck. I should be able to read my own writing better than that. And Shift 7. The conclusion of which is female-led films are outshining male-led films at the box office. So, yeah. Well, that's a good thing. I mean, I hate that we have to designate everything as, male or female, black, Caucasian, blah, blah, blah. Just make some good fucking movies and everyone shut the fuck up. God damn it. If everyone just pulled their heads out of their asses, we wouldn't need, these great steps forward to progress our, quote, society or civilization. That's the word I wanted. Yeah, I really wish I had some game episodes to put out here too, guys. I'm so sorry. But here's some fun things. If you look up Stephen Byrne, I believe he does animations that he posts on YouTube. He recently posted a video, The Animated Adventures of Firefly. So I watched the teaser for that, and it's not, it looks interesting. I'm not super keen on the animation style, because it's very, mid to late 90s Disney film. Just in, the character design and the coloring, but, it looks good. I don't know if it's available yet, but, like I said, I'm sure if you look up Stephen Byrne, and that's Stephen spelled with a PH, you should be able to find that. And our friend Melissa Merlot posted something on Facebook earlier about the last blockbuster. And they have a Twitter, which is @LoneBlockbuster. And the tweet that they showed in the image for that article was pretty funny. It said something to the effect of, just give me a call when you're going to come in and I'll swing by and open up the store for you. So, it's looking like fun. So, oh wow, that did not take as long as it felt. Alright, we'll get some plugs out of the way here. Wise Guys this weekend looks pretty good. So we've got Don Friesen, who's headlining Wise Guys Downtown Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So, Friday, well, shit, that's right, Friday's tonight, huh? Yeah, okay. He was doing 2 shows tonight, and then 1 show Saturday at 7, 1 show Sunday at 7, 1 show Monday at 8. The price point on those tickets is $15, and none of the shows were sold out yet. So, you should go check that out. And then at Jordan Landing, we've got Kellen Erskine and Travis Tate opening for him. So I can speak to Travis Tate being really funny. Kellen Erskine, I don't think I've seen him perform, but yeah, that'll be a good show. He's headlining Jordan Landing. Ticket prices are $15. There's 1 show Friday at 8, 1 show Saturday at 8, 1 show Monday night at 8. And I don't believe any of those shows were sold out either, as of an hour and a half ago when I looked at it. And headlining Wise Guys Ogden is Jordan Macon. Ticket prices there are $12. 1 show at 8 Friday, 1 show Saturday at 8, and 1 show Monday at 8. So yeah, those are going to be a lot of great comedy shows. Okay, so this next part is going to be a little bit weird, we'll say, because a couple weeks ago, my friend Ben has a friend who had acquired 3 long boxes of comics. In total, around 900 books. And he gave us an opportunity to kind of rifle through them and, buy whichever of them we wanted from him. I, of course, bought too many, but there was one title that caught my eye, and it just, the title of it just kind of caught me off guard, and I was like instantly uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm rattling through these comics, and I come across a book titled Captain Confederacy. Now, don't worry. Again, I was super fucking nervous to read that. I just kept thinking, what if they make good points? But it wasn't like, Confederate propaganda-y as I had thought it would be. And to kind of prepare myself, I did a little bit of research to kind of, get some context in regards to the creators of that book. So, first step, I went to Wikipedia, and I looked into the title itself, and here's some of the publication data for it. It was first published in 1986, and then was revived in 1991 to 1992, and then published online with new and revised material in 2011. And again, it's not like white power propaganda bullshit, so just breathe and relax, guys. It's gonna be okay. Its genre is alternate history. That's because the world in which this story is set is an alternate timeline wherein the Confederate Army won the Civil War in the United States. But again, it's not saying that it's good, it's just different possibilities. And it was interesting the way they kind of played with that in the story, because with the Confederate Army beating the Union Army, the North American continent geographically was split up in a very different way. There's actually like 8 nations throughout North America, and fortunately I had it right on the table here, so I can pull this out and look at the map they've got. So, the first such nation in what we would perceive to be, the United States, it's called the Confederate States of America, which covers, about a fifth of the geography there. And it's the majority of the southern states. It looks like going from Oklahoma to the Atlantic coast. And I can't really tell how far north that is. At the very least, covering West Virginia and yeah. I don't think that's as far north as New York. But then the Louisiana Free State is just the lower portion of what we know to be Louisiana. The United States of America is everything, well, mostly everything north of the Confederate States of America, and going from Maine, it goes pretty almost, well, it looks like it goes to about the border of Utah. And yeah, shit, I have forgotten U.S. geography a lot. That's not good. So, let's see. That'd be Idaho, Wyoming, Montana. So yeah, I think up to what we know to be Montana, and then Nebraska would be in there too, I think. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'll put a photo of this show notes or something so you guys can see. But, yeah. Alright, I'm already tired of trying to explain that. Just because I have forgotten so much of the geography, it's hard to really paint that picture with words. So, the Confederate Army won the war, time progressed. What we know to be the North American continent is divvied up into 8 nations, with parts of Mexico and Canada being counted among those other nations and territories. And wait, what? No, anyway, I'll need to look at that in a minute.
I miss our late night talks, Danny.
Yes, sir.
So it's yeah, they put a lot of thought into this, and it's not, like I said, it's not rebel propaganda. It's just an interesting story with an unfortunate title. But I mean, thinking about it, there really isn't another title to put on that, I guess. Kind of sums it up pretty well. And alright, I'll get back to this and then I'll talk about the creators a little bit. So, the first series had 12 issues, and that was published by Steel Dragon Press. That would have been the, 86? Yeah, 86. And then the second series, which was 4 issues, would have run from 91 to 92. That was published by Epic. Okay. Wow. And like I said, I wanted to find some context on the creators before I actually read the one book that I would have, because I'm not going to get any real context for the story from one issue. And I couldn't really find anything about the artist, Vince Stone. But I did find some considerable information about the writer, and he did some of the art. What was it again? Oh yeah, he was the colorist. Yeah, Will Shetterly wrote the story and colored the art. Vince Stone did pencils, and I presume inks as well. Will Shetterly is an award-winning author. He's best known for his novel titled Dogland, which came out in 97, which I want to say is a more or less fictional novel based on his home as a child, which, again, I found out reading up on him, was threatened by the KKK for many years. The KKK never actually, burnt down Dogland, but the near constant threats they received was enough to kind of drive away business, which is unfortunate, because, I mean, it sounded like a fun place. And he won the Minnesota Book Award for Fantasy and Science Fiction for Elsewhere, which is 91, and he was a finalist with Never Never, 93. So, he's written a lot of short stories, it looks like, for Terry Windling's The Borderland series. It's kind of a shared universe. What's the term I'm looking for? Anthology series, it looks like. He also wrote short stories for various Borderland anthologies. Wow, I just finished reading what I wrote like 3 weeks ago. And amidst my research, he's not racist. So, again, when I realized that, I managed to calm down and actually read the book, which wasn't bad. It was an interesting superhero story set in this alternate North America, wherein every nation kind of has their own representative superheroes. And in this book, they have all kind of met together for kind of a superhero summit, which included not only the representative superheroes from the North American nations, but Japan, Australia, Germany. They also sent their superheroes to meet at this summit, and yeah, I kind of want to collect the rest of the stories now and take a look at them, and so I can kind of judge this title as a whole, as opposed to just this one issue out of context of the grand story. And yeah, so yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm like super interested in Will Shetterly now. Just reading about some of his experiences. He's a very interesting man, and it seems as though he shares many of my sentiments. Yeah, because I took a look at his Twitter. He's on there, and yeah, he does not seem to be one of all these other clowns who's either a Democrat or Republican. Like any of that shit really matters. He's a reasonable man who understands that neither side is right all the time, or often, if at all. So, yeah. Again, reading some of his tweets and such, he seems to kind of be apolitical, just as I am, so I kind of relate to that. Anyway. So, yeah. Captain Confederacy. Just, I mean, I know, it's... Oh. I know, that title, it's still just kind of... I wish it had a better title. I mean, yeah, now that I've read it and I know the story there, it's not as weird for me, but yeah. Alright. Oh shit, I forgot to do Facebook shit when I was doing plugs. I'm pretty sure it's mostly just New Year's Eve stuff going on around here, but let's take a look. Yeah, I'm so far behind on everything. I hate this. And I had the last 4 days off too. There's no reason for me to have not gotten everything done. Oh yeah, today was Stanley Remembrance Day. It looks like that's still going on. So yeah, it's not an actual physical event. It's just celebrating Stanley. Yeah, each individually in our own ways, and yeah. Let's see. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sam D'Antuono is headlining at the Beehive. And that will be at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And we've got Sam D'Antuono headlining, featuring Rachel Rothenberg, John William Deming, and hosted by Aaron Orlovitz. It's $5 at the door. Mature content, obviously. Underground Cash at Ice House in Murray. It's a Johnny Cash tribute show. And then, let's see here. The Fetish Ball at Club Area 51. So, I won't be going to that, because, Oh, let's see. Sunday, December 30th. Don Friesen, we covered that already. Monday, December 31st, Hopkins Brewing Company. Yeah, grand opening for the Hopkins Brewing Company, which is 1048 East, 2100 South, Salt Lake City, Utah. And that will be at 5 p.m.
Introduction to Advanced Trigonometry.
Let's see. Don Friesen, Jordan Macon, got all that. New Year's Eve 2019 with comedian Don Friesen. That's the Monday night show that he's doing at Wise Guys Downtown, it looks like. New Year's Eve with Thunderfist Band at Big Willie's. That's 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Yeah, it just looks like a music concert there at Big Willie's in Salt Lake. Midnight Hour at the Clubhouse. Well, that's going to be in LA. Oh, wait, no. There's a Clubhouse here. Alright. Yeah, 850 East, South Temple, Salt Lake City, Utah. And that's a lot of stuff going on. I don't have the energy to read all that. You are more than welcome to look it up on Facebook. And then, let's see, Tuesday, January 1st. Just have birthdays there. Wednesday, January 2nd, birthdays. Thursday, Sal Volcano and special guests coming to Wise Guys. That will probably, yeah, it says SLC, so that'll be Wise Guys Downtown. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I am sleepy. I was cooking tacos until about 5 o'clock this morning, because I finally got off my ass and just started making shit. So yeah, I've been cleaning up my kitchen. It looks like it's, not condemned, which is helpful for cooking things. And I made my guacamole, made some tacos. Thinking about making some, I was thinking grilled cheese, then I noticed I've got a shit ton of tortillas still. So I'm thinking I may just start making some quesadillas, start eating through some of that guacamole I've got. I've got, like what, 18 or 20 tacos in my refrigerator right now that I'm probably going to take to work with me tomorrow. And what else? I've got at least 3 pounds of ground beef now. I need to start working through that. Who knows? Maybe if I get a poker game together. Yeah, I'm going to start planning a poker game for next Saturday. And, yeah, that's right. I've got my work holiday party later on in the month on a Saturday, so that won't be a poker night at my place, but yeah, I'm gonna start seriously finding people who will actually show up to play cards. Alright, yeah, my plan is to start getting things done in 2019. I'm gonna start going to open mics again. I'm gonna figure out how to be funny and get poker night going on Saturdays. And yeah, gonna get shit done. That's the plan from now on. Yeah. I don't know. I've also been thinking about doing like periscoping with poker night, so if you guys have any preferences or thoughts there, let me know by emailing us through the website comedyshedradio.com or texting, voicemailing the Comedy Shed Radio hotline 801-900-3154. And let's see. Yeah, we still have our Star Wars Commander squads. if you want to join an Imperial squad, that one is... Shit, is that still after last call pod? Damn it, because I was thinking about changing it. I can't remember if I changed it or not. You know what? Actually, I can get into there from this device. So, if you want to join a Rebel squad, that one is going to be Redstone Diaries. And... oh, that's going to take for fucking ever to load now. Alright. I am sleepy. But I'm also hungry and have a shit ton of laundry I need to go through. Got my last load in the washer now, but still, I need to go put the sheets back on my bed. You know, in the off chance that I have company tonight. Yeah, I won't have company tonight. I am a very lonely, tired old man, so that's not going to be a thing. Yeah, our Imperial squad is still after last call pod, and our Rebel squad is Redstone Diaries. Feel free to join up. It's hard for me to keep up with that, because I've got 6 different accounts now because I've got 6 different devices that I use. Wow, that was unpleasant. So, yeah, feel free to join up on those squads whenever, and don't take it personally if I don't respond to you. If you send something into the group chat or whatever. I will be better about that. So, yeah, I decided to keep up with some things. I don't want to say foremost, but probably foremost my housekeeping, because that's been super fucking shitty. I started going through the refrigerator a little bit, mostly because I needed food containers, so I needed to get rid of old food. And if you're saying, you have no idea just how lazy I am. Yeah, I moved my refrigerator the other day and instantly regretted it. Because it was just, so foul. Ugh. But, yeah, I moved the refrigerator across the room and then swept and Swiffered underneath it. So, that's decent now. I wiped down the sides of it. Caught up on the dishes for the most part now, because I dirtied a lot more last night and this morning making tacos. But I'm confident in saying that the cleanliness of my kitchen is caught up currently, even though I've got a bunch of dishes to wash still. And we'll probably have to wash more after that. And yeah, I cleaned up the bathroom. Yeah, top to bottom, T to B. I did that last week. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe this next week I will start on my bedroom, cleaning up that shithole. We'll see. Yeah, I thought I was missing a day off next week, but turns out I actually do have it, so with the holiday I've got 3 days off, and I got an extra day off this week because whoever wrote my schedule either likes me a lot or just fucked up and doesn't care. But it's not a rent paycheck, so I am okay. Yeah, 4 days off this week. It was kind of nice, but I find that my grasp on space-time wanes far more when I don't have places I need to be. So, yeah, it might be nice to actually get off my ass and leave the apartment tomorrow. We'll see. And yeah, I'm going to jump onto Contest of Champions right now. I haven't started a guild or squad or whatever on here yet. Been thinking about it. And that one would just be like Commie Shed Radio. So if you play that, keep an eye out. I may still do that. We'll see. Yeah, I think I want some quesadillas now. I've been thinking about it. But yeah, I seriously still have like 150 goddamn tortillas. Because I bought another pack the other day, not being sure whether the entire unopened pack that I had already was good. So I used that to make tacos last night. It seems fine. We'll see. I've been watching The West Wing again. So this whole week, oh wow, I got more than enough shark crystals for a 5-star hero crystal now. Sweet. Let's see who I get there. Yeah, you guys know I'm a chronic depressive, among other things. And yeah, this time of year especially is not good. Because I've got a lot of baggage there. Which is why I hate Christmas, most likely, and other things. I get by, I'm, doing alright. But, yeah. The end of December has always been rough for me. It's kind of a crapshoot whether I go out and do anything for New Year's. We'll see. I've got at least one invitation right now. We'll just see how I'm feeling that day. Maybe I'll go out to open mics that night, since it turns out I'll be off that day. Or maybe I'll just sit in my room weeping openly. We'll see. Yes. I assure you, I will probably be far more surprised than anyone what I will actually do that day. And, oh yeah, I got a 5-star wait, what? Yeah, it was Dr. Octopus, I think. Let's see. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I got a 5-star Dr. Octopus. Which is, what the hell? Okay. So, I'm probably not so sensitive to, like, racial issues or sexist issues. But playing Contest of Champions, there have been some things that I've noticed that kind of irk me somewhat. So, I just got a 5-star Dr. Octopus. His combat level is 1,771. And that's with, like, no buffs or boosts or anything like that. My next most powerful character is my 5-star Agent Venom at 1,686. And I don't think I have not upgraded that guy at all. And they are both naturally, I'm not saying naturally they are, I'm saying with no leveling up among any of these characters. The 2 white guys are more powerful than Black Panther. And yeah, like I've noticed that with a lot of the shit on here. So yeah. Yeah, kind of pissed me off. Like back when they first released this game, there were like what, 3 or 4, maybe 5 of the women characters on here, or the female characters, so I can be like everyone else who wants to sound more intelligent than they are. But they all had the same like poses and moves, and it just seemed like there was not as much work put into those characters as were put into Spider-Man and Iron Man and Hulk and all those guys. So, I mean, they've changed that somewhat as they introduce new characters, but yeah, it was one of those things that just kind of bugged me a little bit at first when that game was first released. I mean, I still play it, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you want to find me on there, Scruffy Mick, capital S, capital M. And like I said, I don't know how to start an alliance is what they call it in this game. But I may do that soon. We'll see. Anyway, so like I was saying, this time of year is not good for me depression-wise. And I tend to watch certain things regularly, being at least once a year. And all of Aaron Sorkin's shows, I mean, I will watch Sports Night probably 2 or 3 times in a year, especially around this time of year. And I did that, Christmas night, going into the next day and all that. And then I watched The Newsroom, seasons 1 and 2. And I'm in season 1 of The West Wing right now, which I have not watched for a while. So, why is that not? There we go. Alright. And, yeah, goddamn do I love The West Wing. I have missed it so bad. And I think this is one of my most favorite episodes. So, yeah, it's one of my most favorite things is, Leo McGarry's daughter, Mallory, I'm using character names at the moment, is fighting with Sam Seaborn on the topic of school vouchers. And the whole episode, they just keep going back and forth, and he's in favor of school vouchers, she's against school vouchers, and they spend the entire day fighting about it until it's finally explained to her that he just simply wrote the opposition memo and that he doesn't actually believe in school vouchers. And yeah, it's fun for me, because I will often do shit like that where I will pick a fight with someone just for the fun of it, and then just screw around with them until they get fed up and leave, or they realize that I'm just having fun.
There's a book coming out by Otis Hastings called The Unpaid Debt.
So yeah.
Hastings' position is that African American.
Yeah, The West Wing is a fantastic show if you have not watched it. It is all on Netflix. Sports Night does not seem to be available on Hulu anymore. So, I believe it is available on iTunes. You can buy it on there, which I may do at some point. Well, I enjoy owning DVDs and that, so I will be picking those up first chance I get. And of course, sorry. My apologies. And of course, The Newsroom is just an ever fantastic piece that I love so much, and fuck that season 3. It's still a superb few hours of television, but yeah, it's just the things that happen in that season hit very close to home for me, so that gets rough whenever I watch that. Again, speaking of this time of year. Anyway. And Carl Lumbly. who does a lot of voice work in recent years. He was also on Battlestar Galactica, and you probably recognize that voice as being the Martian Manhunter from the Justice League series and some of the animated features they've released. Yeah, he'd be a cool person to get to come up to FanX, which I cannot wait for. And I can't remember if I discussed this, but I'll do it now because, I've still got some time. With the resolution of the San Diego Salt Lake Comic Con, blah, 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 blah. The Salt Lake organization is now the FanX Salt Lake Comic Convention. And they are doing 2 shows a year now. They'll be doing FanX Spring and FanX Fall. The next show is going to be the FanX Spring, this April 19th and 20th. And I may take off the 21st, too. We'll see. I still need to request that time off, and fuck me for not doing it sooner. So, yeah. Yeah, Carl Lumbly would be a fun person to get to that. And, what was I thinking? Oh, yeah, I've been watching Lucifer again, and I would love to meet Amy Garcia and see if I can trick her into falling in love with me, because that would be fantastic for me. She seems like a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, she's playing a character on Lucifer, but if she's anything like that character, then, I'm sold. Yeah, it's going to be fun. But I'm getting sleepy and I need a snack before I start wrapping up my laundry. So, once again, text, voicemail, Commie Shed Radio hotline, 801-900-3154. The website, commieshedradio.com. There's a contact page where you can email us. And, of course, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram-ish. I think I'm going to start a new Instagram account for the Commie Shed Radio. We'll see. That seems like so much work to me. Ugh.
For a guy who's trying to date me, that was pretty snotty.
But, yeah, like I said, I decided that I'm going to start getting off my ass again and going to open mics starting the beginning of the year, since I haven't done shit since June. But with that, I'm going to start doing other things again. Some personal stuff, and then more of this stuff. Gonna be more consistent and get things done at all. So yeah, keep an eye out. And yeah, I think I'll call it there. And again, I don't know what I'm going to do next week yet. Probably just more of this. Because I picked up a lot of weird titles that I had never heard of. So I might kind of rifle through my new comics and review some other books next week. But yeah, I'll see about getting some games recorded next Friday. And yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've gotten almost adequate at doing all of this stuff intermittently over this last year. Which, 2 whole years doing this now. We are now in year 3, and I might be good at it now. We'll see. Alright. Well, y'all have a good one, and see you next week.